a quick reaction of Nnamdi Kanu's brother. And this is not the first time we talked about these people. One of my videos, I think a few days ago, I made mention of Kanu, and we discussed about his, his movement and his support on one Yoruba man who happened to use Biafran to grow his page. And Kanu was busy telling him, "You nailed it." I don't want to go back to that topic. Now the youngest, called Emmanuel Kanu, is out again with similar utterances of Kanu against PM. So this goes to show that some of the things that green people are saying about them could be true. But this is not to support them in their nonsense activities on Master Kanu's family. But for us to pay attention to the details, someone like me that are not, having one-on-one conversation with the PM, but we are, we are in line with what PM believe on, meaning that we support the truth, we support the reality, we support anything that is going to give us protection as a Biafran, as Ndi Igbo. Why I'm trying to touch those areas now before hitting the talking about the issue at hand, is for us to know what our people actually want. And that's because we know what we want. When we see somebody who is doing what we want, of course, we will see you, we will recognize who we will support. And the only person doing what Biafran want today are PM, Biafran government in Ezra. But some of these people who claim they are IPOB, I cannot comprehend some of the behavior and mannerism of these people. You said you're educated. You said that you're exposed. You said that you claim to speak, that you know everything, you are a graduate, you are this, you are that. When you talk, you speak very good English. But when you reason or when you act, it shows that you don't know anything. Your elder brother formed IPOB, named it Indigenous People of Biafra, Mas Nnamdi Kanu. And you, as a younger brother, you're supposed to know at least basic things that IPOB want. Even if you don't know that thing, based on your level of education, which you claimed, all right, you should know the meaning of IPOB. And what does it take to be IPOB member? Because GOS believe, when you ask GOS, they believe that for you to be an IPOB member, you must be an oath, you must take an oath before you become a member to them, their own division of IPOB. I am 100% sure that none of Master Nnamdi Kanu's brother have taken oath. If that is oath, if oath makes anybody to become IPOB member, I doubt. I'm not saying that is verified. I have not verified anybody. I'm within my own mind and my belief. I believe that none of them have gone anywhere to take the oath. They have not taken it. I can assure you for that, because if they have taken oath, or if they have made a requirement of DOS their own validation of IPOB member, both of them wouldn't have been fighting. And it is true, the reason why they're fighting is not because of oath, it's because of money. Now, that brings me to the issue at hand. You will hear this guy called Emmanuel Kanu. One mushroom media in Nigeria decided to, interview him as usual. Nigerian media, even if they don't know another thing, when it comes to propaganda and asking you questions that is irrelevant, just to push their narrative, they will go on. But if you make yourself as a willing to, you make yourself available to be used, of course they will use you. Just like what Emmanuel Kanu have done here. And let me start by playing the video, then we'll talk other things that will follow, because this video is something that is very, very short, but when you listen to the whole thing, you understand. Now, before I read the post that comes with it, according to PM here, Let us listen to him first. Okay. And he said this. Just pay attention. Let me start it from the beginning.
For introducing the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, according to them, was to certainly.
Okay, the volume is very low. Let me. Excuse me, the volume is very low. Let me hide it, then we start. Okay, start.
The reason for introducing the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, according to them, was to certainly protest the detention of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian authorities. At the early stage, the people in the southeast complied with the order, but later the protest was abused, hence the cancellation of all sit-at-home by the leadership.
Remember also that people have chosen willingly on their own to sit at home in solidarity with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Is that I'm making? In numerous occasions, IPOB has called for the lifting of sit at home. But people said, no, this is the only weapon we have. We need to sit at home until Mazen Nnamdi is released.
Now, what he said here, that people willingly said no. That this is the only weapon we have. Underline that word. The only weapon you have. So, meaning that you have, Biafran have found out that protests cannot work. You cannot, go in, start engaging the Nigerian state, right? And the only weapon you have is civil disobedience, which the video that we played yesterday from, when we were analyzing the write-up of one faceless individual called MNK Gift, asking AI to analyze PM actions and what he's doing and what it takes to get Biafra. In one of the response from the so-called AI is that civil disobedience has to be adopted. Now, and Biafran Prime Minister and Biafran Government Minister, they have already using that. And this guy here, after saying that Ekpa is killing people, the forcing them, because sorry to say that, Mazen Nnamdi brothers were part and parcel of people pushing that narrative. And here, they have retrieved their steps. Okay, so it's no longer that PM is forcing. Now they have accepted that Biafrans willingly choose to sit at home in solidarity to Mazen Nnamdi, which they kidnapped and all that. Now, listen.
Yet attempts by the people to trade or carry on with their normal activities on any day declared sit-at-home had enforcers destroying goods and lives of citizens of Nigeria within the southeast region.
This woman, you are hearing her voice, is an Igbo woman. She's still using that word in forcing sit at home. She's still using that. Let me take it back again so you hear what she said.
To trade or carry on with their normal activities on any day declared sit-at-home had enforcers destroying goods and lives of citizens of Nigeria within the southeast region. Orders continue to come from various sources. This is the place of ceremony in IPOB.
Now, like I told you, the propaganda is this is the main bone of contention is here, like the major reason why they push this guy to grant interview to to this channel, which is called the News Central. Okay, is to let their followers know that Ekpa is not IPOB member. This is the same push, the same fake information, the same nonsense they're talking for years now, is what I still talking. Now, here they come from this guy.
He's not a member of IPOB. He does not represent IPOB. We should understand.
He is not a member of IPOB. He does not represent IPOB either. That is just like an outcast. When the Biafran government is being mentioned that he has no place in IPOB. Now, what's the meaning of IPOB? Indigenous people of Biafra. So, PM come maybe from Moon, right? He's not Biafra. So, you should start by changing the name of this organization. To me, since you guys have this kind of profile that you have to profile somebody before you are the one to profile them, where they come from and what they stand for, and you say the indigenous people of Biafra. So what does it take for someone to be indigenous? What does it take for someone to be called indigenous of any organization or any nation? Ndo gara akwụkwọ ọya o steeti.
The kind is incommunicado. We can always reach out to him, and of course, most of the instructions come from him, and his order is final as long as IPOB movement is concerned.
The recent rumors of a planned 30 days set at home is not only unauthorized but anti-people.
You know, people have seen the time movement, as a huge merchandise, and therefore they are cashing out on that. So they can come up and say whatever they want to say. They can allege that Mazen Namdekano is my leader, and they keep extorting people and frustrating the entire business environment.
Emmanuel Kano, younger brother to Nam, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, spokesperson of the family, says such order never emanated from IPOB.
We are not part of that process. The reason why IPOB is set up is for the good of our people. We have not come to cause them pain.
Although some residents of...
So, after saying that the only weapon that we have is sit at home, then he's here telling you that that's only weapon is pain on the people. You see the contradiction? Simply because it is well planned, attack. Not that he told him now he's attacking PM, right? But you don't know that you're attacking Biafrans. And gradually, this guy and his brother, Kane, is actually destroying the effort and the love that people have for MNK. People are not going to turn against him. No matter what these individuals do, Igbos are not going to turn against MNK. It's not possible. Unless if MNK come out and decide to, follow this trend, that would be the problem. Because one thing you need to understand is that nobody owns anybody here. If you are fighting for freedom of people, you need to explain to people what is your intention. For people to love MNK and follow him all this while is because he was able to explain to people, okay, his intention and what he wants to achieve. And many people have thrown questions that is confusing to him, and he have answered that, and people, after answering those questions, people begin to take him serious, accept him. None of you guys talking now have answered public questions. Never. When people say that you guys feel that it's a family business, I begin to believe that, because somehow, which is totally different from what intention of Mazen Namdekano. But unfortunately, he's not here. He has been kidnapped. He was kidnapped by the Nigerian government, or they still kidnap him because he's still in their custody. Now, when you hear interview like this, know that something huge is already going on, because that's the only way they want to fall back. After pushing for kidnapping of PM and all that, what are they doing to release their brother? Nothing. Just they want to be celebrity. They want to, as Namdekano is well known and well respected, they themselves also want to command respect without doing the work. You forgot that Mazen Namdekano did not buy any supporter. It was his activities that made people to say, okay, let us rally around him, let us follow him. The same thing is with PM. So if you are not happy with the PM, you should go back and start checking on how Mazen Namdekano started and what he said and what he done, what he has done that made people to actually follow through their support on him. And you cannot just come out from nowhere and expect people to start loving you because you are brother of the Mazen Namdekano. No, it doesn't work that way. When Mazen Namdekano and the Wazirike was working together, something happened that made Mazen Namdekano say, okay, let me move and start with this one. And Wazirike was fighting him as well. That's what our people are known for. Picking fight on unnecessary fight that you know that you will not win. You will know that you will not win, and you are fighting. He started fighting Mazen Namdekano. He used all manner of intimidation and humiliation, and what happened today? Mazen Namdekano ended up commanding a lot. I'm not saying that PM is going to push Mazen Namdekano away. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that you need to understand that Biafrans, okay, are not Dundee. They have their brand. They know who to follow and when to follow you. You have to present yourself. You have to engage yourself, in some things that is transparent. then reasonable people will then see that as, so, oh, this guy, he's not only talking the talking, he's walking the walk. What are you guys doing other than making sure that the money goes to Neneaya and Neneaya will limit the money to you guys? If that is what you guys used to do in the past, the door is no longer functioning, and that is why no matter what PM do, they're not going to support him, because it's all about where is the money. The money, what is the money for? And to them, they believe that somehow PM is going to push Mazen Kanu away. It's not possible. Why? Because unless Mazen Kanu choose to step aside. But if Mazen Kanu that we know is still the same Mazen Kanu after all this nonsense, he will be proud of PM and Biafrans. So some of you attacking PM, you are not only attacking him, you are attacking Biafrans.
Justified occasional sit at home. They, however, think that to sit at home for 30 days is quite a tall order.
Can you imagine the mentality of some of people in Abia State? That PM, that he's supposedly not changing is. So meaning that Tinubu is president of people that is loyal to him. In Anokwa. So governor of Abia State today is the governor of everybody in Abia State, right? Are you saying that everybody in Abia State are loyal to him? The answer is no. His governor is governor, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, you relocate another state. Do you understand? And PM is Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. As long as you're a governor in Igbo land, as long as you're a senator in Igbo land, you are answerable to PM, whether you like it or not. That's how nature made it to be. Every governor in the Southeast are under PM. Because you are governor of one, geographic location in Biafra land. But PM is Prime Minister of Biafra's entire land. Can we understand it? So you sometimes when okay, let's listen to this one. Listen.
There are people that are living in everyday money. Anything they get, that is what they eat. And you're trying to keep at home for almost 1 month. It cannot work. It's impossible now. It's impossible. I guess I joke for 30 days.
As if somebody is begging you to sit at home. It is for your own good. People have tried to come out, and Nigerian government did what? Send them to judgment. Send them to judgment. And now if you say that no, you cannot work, then you go to secretariat. Now this is 1 more sit at home of Nigerian government offices. People are telling you to sit at home is for your own good. It's not as if you come out, people will start crying for you. No, it is for your own life.
The major concern here would be the different orders and counter orders coming from persons who lay claim to the leadership of the organization, even when the leadership itself has clearly disowned them.
That leadership, look at this mushroom news platform, that the leader have clearly disowned them, saying that you see the lies, and they can never ever progress, because you will use everything in you to lie. He said that even when the leader have disowned them, my brothers and sisters, it is a very, very big lie. Mazen American have never opened his mouth and said, I sanction you. No, I disown you. I ban you. Whatever grammar that it may be. But he have not said something like that. When they were pushing him to condemn PM in the court, meaning that he's this kind of people, because someone like me was thinking that that kind of push was coming from Benjamin Madibugo and US. To condemn Ekpa. He said, no, he don't want to talk about it. He want to be himself, which is normal. A good leader. The kind of whispering information going to MNK ear in DSS, someone that is not mentally tough would have fall off, because a lot of flying nonsense information just for him to come out and make a mistake, which all of them have been waiting, so that they, at least since they cannot kill him, they will make sure that his organization will be irrelevant when they release it. But as a wise man, he maintained his ground. He don't want to give nonsense or utterances that will not make any unhealthy comment. He just avoid, and that is why some of these people that have been waiting for him to give them the final shot, they couldn't wait anymore. They turn against him now, meaning that the time to fish to separate the wheat from the chaff is on. It's not. It will still continue, because a lot is going on and people don't know about that. Now, let me allow these people to finish once and for all, then we'll
You know, my head from your central.
Okay, that is the end of the nonsense. Now, let's go through the write-off for PM on this video, because he's the one that shared it. And let's continue. The car-snatching criminal that his brother has warned several times to stay away from castigating Ekpa has been released by the terrorist state who contracted him. This is a criminal who is involved in kidnapping and snatching cars, who was arrested, detained for 3 months, and released just recently. And all he could do is Simon Ekpa is not IPOB, who want to be a member of criminal organization. PMO. Now, let me start by the issue of the car snatching. You know, one of the videos that I made, that I analyzed one of the comments from DOS in the green, white, green, saying that this guy actually, you know, was detained or was arrested, that the Nigerian government arrested him and detained him for 3 good months because of car snatching issue. So I was doubting that for PM to repeat the same thing that I've read in the past simply makes it true, because PM have this kind of style that everything that he put out there, unless he want to drag you, he will drag you jokingly. But when something that is serious like this, he don't just put it just to castigate people, because he knows what he's doing. He's not the kind of person that use, you know, something that is not in existence to lie, to drive people, to pay someone to talk bad on other people. He's not that kind of person. So it simply means that this guy actually committed that crime. I'm surprised. I was thinking that these DOS people were using that just to, you know, paint him bad. But for PM to say that, it simply means that it's valid. And Kano, which is his brother also, have done something, you know, have said something similar against Biafrans, thinking that they're fighting PM, by telling you that after that man was talking nonsense about PM, the word he used is "you nailed it." That is just a few words, but it means a lot. Throwing support to the enemy of your brothers, even though they claim that, oh, Master Kano was peaceful. What Kano is this? Who said that he was not peaceful? He's a man that knows what he wants. Unlike them, now listen to this broadcast of Master Kano.
Situation in
Start from here.
Anybody, any chairman of any market that is opened, any market you open, the chairman will hear from us.
Okay. That is Master Kano before they kidnap him. We know his ideology more than his own siblings. Because if they do, they wouldn't have been talking this kind of nonsense they're talking now. It is very sad. Very sad that they ended up acting this way, trying to expose their lifestyle and everything they are doing in secret. People may be people not they. Some people are now accusing MNK, because of how his brother and his brothers and DOS are squandering and squashing money because people are now saying how come Mazen Morgan allowed this kind of thing to be existing? How come he allowed this kind of thing to be going on? Does it mean that he's not aware? That's a question for another day. I don't want to say anything further. Deep down in my mind, I don't think that Mazen Morgan is defrauding anybody. He's not. But what people are saying and pointing finger and his brothers, the way they believe that IPOB should be, one may mistakenly think that Mazen Morgan is like that kind of. He's not. And time will tell to prove to everybody that Mazen Morgan is exempted with this nonsense. Most of them were not even saying anything. Does it mean that they're collecting money behind the scene all this while? Like I said, time will tell. But let's not be too fast to react negatively on something. But PM and Biafrans actually understand Mazen Morgan better. Because you said, can you just imagine? You said that PM is not an IPOB member. When PM was conducting and organizing fundraising before the kidnap of Mazen Morgan, where were you? How can someone who is not members of Biafra, IPOB in your own division of membership, your own criteria for being membership of IPOB, which means someone like me are not even IPOB, because I have never, for once, take any oath or whatever as IPOB member. I've never. So how can you tell me that you said that these are people of Biafra, that's IPOB, and you now have a different, criteria to become a member, and the leader of the organization allow the person who you say is not a member to organize fundraising for ESN for a very long time before they kidnapped Mazen Morgan. To the extent that Mazen Morgan was about to make him his deputy, somebody who was not a member. If not that Master Prophet, according to Master Prophet, confessed that he is the one that advised Mazen Morgan not to, he should wait. Because to them, they believe that PM may not accept all this crooked backyard business they're doing behind the scene. That's my own belief. So I'm not saying that it's verified information. I'm just telling you my mind and my own opinion. You understand? So that is it. And I don't want to say anything further. Now listen to what Oyindu said here.
In Biafra land, any market you open, you hear from us. We lost 5 million people. And if you don't sit at home, we'll make you sit at home by force.
Okay.
People, no wonder we are suffering. You would have no appreciation of the sacrifice of the dead.
Exactly.
You think everything is mercantilism, is buying and selling. You convert every situation into a currency. You always look at the monetary value of every circumstance you find yourself in.
Okay.
That is why we have saboteurs and traitors with it. They want to convert their position into money so that Abuja can recognize them and can't give them money.
Okay.
But we'll get all of you one after that. And they are so-called political elites. Everybody wants to be politically correct. Everybody wants to be politically correct. Everybody wants to please Fulani because of 2023. Because they control INEC, they control CBN, they control everything. Your political future. In fact, if they can put this on in power, what can they not do? All of you were there claiming, this is our nation, Nigeria, without shit. You people, you disgust me. You rubbish Biafra. You are listening to them, gossiping about me. Oh, Nnamdi is a fraud. He's a thief. And what did Nnamdi steal? Nothing. Okay. Did he defraud you? Nothing. Then why you calling him a thief? They cannot answer. That was why Simon Ekpa took time to demolish the little truth. Demolish him. By your Tony Maya. Demolish your Coco. And dumped him in the gut and the sewage.
Yet, the same Simon Ekpa is not IPOB member. Do you understand it? He's not IPOB member. And after Mazen Morgan, who knows a lot more than everybody here, including his siblings. He know everything. He's one that actually you know, he's one that recommends PM to many Biafrans, and he appreciates his work. Today, the same thing that Ekpa was doing, PM was doing, is the same thing that he's doing now, which is your eye on the ball. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. And he's a disciplined person, just like Martin American. Anyway, let me allow him to finish, then we...
To you people. And he told them, they are never forward and then they Biafra. Nonsense. New Nigerian, thunder fire all of you.
So, you know, Martin American is someone who don't take nonsense. He's very, very calm person. You know, some people believe that the way he talks is the way he, you know, that he's like that. No, but when you, just like somebody that you know the problem, and somebody is somewhere trying to act as if that problem is not actually a problem, it will irritate you, now. That's what triggered his voice and, you know, the way he addressed the guy. You know, that's what's the name of this guy, Tony Nade, and his group. Then, so my people, what do you think about this? Because we have to call a spade a spade. I was trying to avoid, like I always said, I've been trying to avoid talking about Mason's siblings, his family, and all that. Not that we are not seeing or receiving, you know, information about what is going on, but somehow we need to follow it step by step. That I'm actually talking about them at all because PM is one bringing it out. Like I said, if PM is the only person that for now that will verify anything that has to do with the Biafran, that I will stand on it. You understand? Because he's the Prime Minister, and you need to accord him that respect. Thank you so much for your time, and see you again next time. Like the video and share it. Tell me what you think about what you have discussed. All right, and put it on comment section, of course. See you again, and bye bye for now. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.